Bang! Neeves. Damn, microphone's all the way over here. Bang! Neevesknives. I'm Jared. How's everybody doing tonight? We are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Neevesknives. Uh, Lots of deals going on out there right now. Lots of Black Friday deals. We're going to look at a couple of them. I seen a bunch earlier when I was grabbing the links for the video. I didn't know, and I probably would have hinted at it in the video, but like the Convict right now is like going for a great deal on Blade HQ. Normally it's 207. It's going for a great deal. But you guys got to remember, technically in YouTube's like I don't know, policies or whatever, you're not supposed to say prices. The reason why is because the video lasts forever and prices are subject to change. So even though you guys know in a lot of my videos I've thrown up screenshots of the prices from Amazon, I'm technically not allowed to do that. Just because a lot of people get away with it doesn't mean that they can't hit you with a strike for doing things like that. You're supposed to, the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to reference under. So you're supposed to say like it's under $100 or it's under $80, something like that. You're allowed to do that, but since prices are subject to change, and when I was like doing the video or the video I posted earlier, the prices today, if you use those links, are not going to be the same in a week. So they're obviously a lot more affordable. And yeah, even the Deviant was also on sale. A bunch of Kaisers are on sale. A bunch of Civivis are on sale. Kaisers are on sale. Lots of knives on sale right now. So I'm guessing a lot of people are going to have some new stuff coming. What is in everybody's pocket? I am actually carrying the Predator. The 154 CM version. The reason why I'm carrying this one and not the titanium one is actually because this one has a better edge right now. This one's edge is very nice, very sticky. My titanium one has a beautiful mirror edge on it, and I'm sure it would cut paper just fine. Yeah, I mean it's sharp, like very sharp, but it has no bite. That's the problem with 9CR, right? This is a powdered 9CR Damascus, powdered 9CR, and I think 440C. So 9CR will take a good polish. 440C will take a good polish, in many cases, not always, but it won't hold it. It'll get slick quick, and sometimes it even sharpens up slick. So it does depend. But I remember this one polished up really good. It came out really good, but a little bit of use, it gets super slick. Formula One with the boink. Thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate it. We also got James in the house with the 2 bones. This super chat price is subject to change. Oh man. Hopefully hopefully it's gonna go up. Talica with the 2 bones. My Curtis is the best looking Curtis. Needs an edge. It definitely is the best looking one because yours is maybe there is other ones out there. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen them, but yours is the only one I've seen that has a regrind, hollow grind. Also, that swedge you put on it just takes it over the top. But yeah, we definitely need to sharpen that up for you. It seems YouTube has learned how to put ads in actual lives now. Why can't we have nice things? Do you guys had an ad in here? Huh. I'm still carrying my American Blade Works Model 1 version 6. The Mordax is in the box. Nice. Yeah, I love my my American Blade Works. I even thought about possibly grabbing another one. I'd like to see him do different stuff. I know like they have different models, versions, but I'd love to see them expand and do like a completely different model, completely different knife. Some fantastic knives. Wish I could stick around longer at break at my job, but couldn't miss this. Hey man, get back to work, man. Work's very important. Definitely get back to work. Someone needs to talk me out of selling my Gunnier and my 24 Bowie. Ooh, what's up, Backpack? Backpack B's in the house. Shout out to Backpack B. Definitely go and follow his content. He's always doing these night owl lives, and he doesn't know I'm lurking in the background 90% of the time, but I am. I just don't really say anything because I don't want to get stuck in the chat, and I'm kind of like just relaxing because it's so late. And in many cases, I should be sleeping. So uh, shout out to him and Stasa23. What's up, Stasa? Definitely go and follow his channel as well. Yeah, and Shane Gables. Yeah, thank you, Kyle. I got your package today, Kyle, just so you know. Todd says, when will your sharpening books open? I'd like a knife sharpened in like 2 weeks. I said that a couple days ago, in about 2 weeks, after the holidays. Not all the holidays, but after Thanksgiving. So probably about 2 weeks. Become a night owl and go follow. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Kyle. Definitely. Seems logical says, yeah, there's an ad right above the chat window. Right above the chat window on the side now. You can minimize it, but you can't dismiss it. Not your fault, but it does look awful. I can't see it. I had no clue about that. Like that, nothing to do with me, guys. I promise you. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I don't even know if I've ever seen that before on any other live. But then again, I use Prime or whatever. So what you guys can always do too. You know, you guys can always sign up for Prime, pay like I don't know, like $12 a month. You can get no ads. Todd with the 5 bones. Thank you for the 5 bones. Like I said, in about 2 weeks, it'll be opened up. I'm gonna what I'll do is I'll do a post on Instagram, and possibly a post on YouTube, just in case if people don't have Instagrams, and it'll be 40 spots, so it won't be open like for long. So make sure you have the bell hit, so when you see it, you can email me. I'll put you on the books, and because it'll be only be open for a few minutes and then it'll be closed. The 40 spots will probably fill up within an hour or so. But and listen, if I could, I would sharpen everybody's knives. I would just leave it open, but it's just not possible. It's not possible for me to run the channel and a sharpening service. Like I was doing that before, and it just got way too much. Like it was to the point to where I couldn't keep up at all. Like I couldn't keep up with content. I couldn't keep up with sharpening, and one was biting the other. So it yeah, didn't work out. So I'm trying to do it in just like short bursts now. Man, the cutlery shop exclusive warnings PM2 and XHP is freaking nasty. I like it so much. I ordered another one. So I have one in coated blade and one in a non. Nice. Came whittling out of the box. Yeah, a lot of there. I've had a few Spydercos that came hair whittling out of the box, surprisingly, because usually knives don't come hair whittling out of the box. Someone needs to talk Jared into inviting a lot of usual viewers to be in the stream once in a while. I would invite anybody in here. I thought about letting people randomly come up. If somebody wants to come up, let me know. Drop an email. I'll throw you a fucking I'll send you a link right now. The American Blade Works Model 2 Warncliffe is coming in December. Yeah, but I guess I'd have to see it, but I'm talking about like a completely new model. Different blade shape, different handle. What's up, Boston? What's up, Boston? So I want to check out really quick. I have let me share this with you guys. We're just going to take a quick look at a couple things. Like first, we'll start off with GP knives. So GP knives, if you guys see this, I haven't looked through it yet. I just popped it on. That's it. I haven't went any farther. But if you look, this Jared Ozer knife looks so badass. I want one bad. Just looking at it. I haven't tried it, but it's I believe yeah, disappearing flipper tab. So it's got that kick stop, right? Yeah, the kick stop looks so badass. 375. I don't know the OEM. I know it's made overseas though. Let me just go to here. And then you can see we got some Civivis here. Oh shit, here they are. Look at these, man. That micarta looks so nice. Oh man, I want one of those so bad. Here, we'll watch a little clip on it. Oh, look at that lock bar too. That looks so badass. I wonder how the access is to the other side. Now, I do see one little issue right now, and that's the shoulder of this of the clip. I wonder how that would be in the hand. That should have been centered, but maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. Let's watch a quick video on it. We'll check out and you guys can see the kick stop in action. It looks like, I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like the access to the lock bar might be tight, but I don't know. I love the look of it though, man. Oh, come on, flip it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he's trying to show you. Okay, you see how it's loose, the flipper tab, and pow, and it disappears. Very cool. Yeah. Man, I want one of those. Dude, oh man, look at that. Oh my goodness. You guys see that? A damn titanium one, a full titanium one. Oh man. And it's like it's still got the subframe lock. So it's not like oh, that looks so badass. Damn it. Yeah, oh, you can see the kickstop. See how the flipper tab's right there? It's like on a pivot. Damn it, that thing looks so sweet. Yeah, the big banter, guys. I'm telling you, fucking badass. The banter is a badass knife. Now, while you guys are in here, let me close this out really quick. If you guys are wanting anything from GP Knives, the link's down in the description. It will support the channel. With this thing, you know, a lot of the comments were talking about the damn finger choil. So let's talk about this damn finger choil. The clip position is what stopped me from getting it. See, Stasa knows what's up. You can just see it. It's like 99% of the time when a clip's like that, it's usually not comfortable in the hand. Every once in a while, which that one, it's like it's not pushed all the way up to the top. So it's like there's a window where it could be good, but it's tough to say. Luckily, that knife seems more like it would be more of a pinch grip knife. But with this big banter, right? With the choil. Yeah, it's got that big finger choil. I think, yes, it would have been so badass if it was just a blade all the way to here. Did it need a finger choil? No, not really, because it has such a big handle, right? It has all this. Do you really need this? No. He could have brought the cutting edge back here. And when I talked to him, he said he never even thought of that. So, you know, I still think though, this is so badass the way it is, like, especially as a work knife, as a tool, because being up nice and tight to the edge like that is very important when you're like on a job site and you're working. And then it allows you to get right up to that tip, you know, to get good leverage for your utility cuts, because you don't want, in some cases, you don't want too big of a blade, you know, especially as a work knife. Sometimes, yes, it's great, but in other times, you know, having a balance, you know, where it's not too short, not too long. And I feel like that's the way this is. You have a lot of handle where it's going to work out really good in every grip. Damn phone. But yeah, I think it's badass. And as a work knife, as a tool, motherfucker's a winner. Um, um, use Jared, yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, definitely use the GP link. That's actually my best affiliate, to be honest, and it's also my worst. It's the worst because it's the least anybody uses, because GP doesn't, like, they have stuff and then they don't, like, it's kind of weird, you know. I love their site and I bought lots of things off their site, but in many cases, like when I go to try to get a link from their site, they don't have whatever I'm looking for. But sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It just depends. But since like Blade HQ carries 5 times as much as GP Knives, I'm more likely to find a link on there. However, the return using my link for an affiliate is better on GP Knives. Um, I have the big banter coming. It looks like a bigger button like momentum. Yes, kind of. Yes, yeah. Kind of just not with I mean, obviously it would be awesome if it had the hollow grind, which this could probably easily get a hollow grind. I don't know. I actually probably have to take a flat grind. Anyways, doesn't matter though. It's already super slicey. I mean, it has really good geometry. It's a somewhat of a stout blade, stock, so it's not like it's super thin, but the geometry is good. Cuts like a champ. Ben Peterson told me on the original banter he is going to create a better access to the liner lock. Nice. I think that's always a good thing. Good access. I think they're just like little key things that one, when I get a knife, prototypes or from any company, whatever, just any knife, there's like this little checklist. And if one of these things aren't good from that checklist, I always feel in the back of my head that the designer is not a knife user. They're a designer, because otherwise they would ensure that this thing was done right. Now, with choils and plunge grinds, I don't always think that. And the reason why is because I do know there's a lot of old timers that don't necessarily like choils and plunge grinds. They think of them as a hindrance because they don't care about smiles. They want fucking smiles. Like they want to sharpen up and you start recurving your blade and all that good stuff like an old buck 110 or something. But yeah, but I don't. So James K with the 5 bones. Thoughts on carrying a self-defense only knife like the Spyderco Civilian or similar? I mean, yeah, I think yeah. I think the most important thing is going to be training with it. I think you should train with it. I think you should put yourself through the situations of which you would use it. I think that's the most important thing than even carrying it, because if you're going to be carrying it for self-defense, then you should know how to use it. How are you going to deploy it? What are you going to do if you're on the ground? You know, like put yourself through those scenarios and practice it out, train it out, see, what you would do. Because that's what it's going to be about. If you do wind up using it, you're going to be in a compromised situation. It'll never be in a situation where everything's perfect, right? The guy's 6-7 feet away and you have all the time in the world to get it out, and it's not going to be like that. So in the situation that you will be in 99% of the time, it's going to be a guy like me running up behind you and bashing you over the fucking head and tackling you to the ground and trying to get everything out of your pockets and the watch off your wrist and things like that. So practice on the ground, practice being hit, practice being, blind, things like that. Can you get to it? Can you get to it fast? And then, yeah, I think it's a very good self-defense weapon. I think anything can be a good self-defense weapon, as long as, the person using it is prepared to use it. I wish we in Civivi would stop doing the gray bead blast blaze. I know I hate that too. I fucking hate that. It cheapens the knife to me at this point. Back in the day, probably, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago, it was kind of cool. It looked good. But now I just think it looks cheap. I think it cheapens the knife. And I understand in some cases cutting costs, but I don't understand when like on those. I think some of those Civivis like that, you're trying to get the most out of it. It's you don't it's kind of like, when with Tucson, right? With Tucson, people got really attracted to Tucson because of what you got for the money, right? You would get what you would expect from another company for like $300, you'd get for under $100. CVV was the same way. They came out with knives that were like as good a quality as like Benchmades, right, at the time, but were quarter the price. But when you see them come out swinging really hard and they're doing really good, but then it seems like and all companies will do this, right? All companies will do this. So it's not just excluded to them or any other company, but they have to start cutting costs some places and they want to start raising up their prices. So they'll be nice and affordable in the beginning, to get the following. But then after they got the following, now they got all their things. If things are selling out and things like that, now they can start raising the prices. They could start lowering the quality here and start doing these little details that make it to where it's more affordable for them, keeping the same price for you, or or raising the price for you and then keeping the same materials. Like, so it's the game. It's the game. But hey, we vote with our wallets, right? Durbin is a new member. For some reason, I thought you were already a member. What are you doing with your life, Ed? What are you doing, man? I thought you were already a member. Just signing up now? I'm just messing with you. I don't know what that is. You don't need a knife for self-defense. Use something smarter. Idea isn't to stab someone, it's to leave and get help. Yeah, but that's why okay, so my idea, Joe, with a knife is that it's not just for that reason. I think of self-defense as many things, right? So I always give these same scenarios because I think everybody can understand these scenarios. You get into an accident and you have a seatbelt wrapped around you or a partner or your child or something, and you need to get it off of them and get them out of the car fast. That's self-defense. You're saving your own life or their life. Another one, a dog is attacking your child, your neighbor, your niece, your nephew, and you could have a firearm on you, but you're not going to take the shot because the shot could end up hitting your child. It could go through and through. So you're not going to do that, right? The best case scenario right now would have to have a knife, right? So things like that, I think, are where a knife can come in the most handy. Wound care, right? There's a shooting, somebody's shot. You need to tend to their wound. You need to cut their clothes off, possibly cut something to wrap around their leg or their arm to stop the bleeding. So many different scenarios. And then there's the scenario of which you get attacked and you need to get the person off of you. I watched a guy the other day or the other week. I told the story on here after I seen it. It was an old guy, and he was getting attacked by three guys to get his car. I think it was to get his car. I'm not positive, but it was to get something from him. And they're trying to get him from all different sides, trying to snake him. And he has a big knife, like a kitchen knife or some shit. I don't know where he got it, but he's swinging this thing at these guys, trying to keep my. Well, first he has it in a hammer grip like this, right? At first he's like this, so they can tell that they can get close. He almost gets one of them because every time he's trying to get in the car, they're bum rushing him every time, and he keeps trying to chop at him like this, and then the guy gets the door open, and then he gets rushed again, but now he's like in a vulnerable position because he's trying to get in the car. So now he has to shut the door and go back to fighting with the guys. But then he changes grip. He grabs it and goes like this. As soon as he did that, they moved and got out of the way because now he has more range. So, and they knew that. They knew he had more range and he was swinging like that, and trying to like stab and stuff. So then they backed up, and then I think they just realized that the fights went on too long, because that's usually how it goes. Like with somebody trying to rob you, if it takes longer than planned, they're in their brains, always in their brains, they're wanting the fastest exit and the safest exit out. Right? Always. When somebody's robbing somebody, yes, their main goal is to get whatever you have. It is. And in some cases, they'll go beyond what is reasonable to get those things, meaning time, or cops are coming, or the effort, the fight, the screaming, alarms, noises, in many cases, because they feel like they have at least 30 seconds or a minute to do it. But when you're putting up a really big fight, a good fight, in many cases, they will lose steam and they will leave. They will look for an easier target. I've taught knife defense for years. I carry a knife, but would jump. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Where'd it go? Okay. I carry a knife, but would almost never use it. Remember, you have to explain why you use a knife to a judge or jury. Yeah, absolutely. You're gonna have to do that with any weapon you use in any time. But I think in the court of law, like I knew somebody who got jumped. He got jumped and he killed somebody. And he was fine because he got jumped. So when it went to court, he didn't kill somebody. I mean, he did, but it was self-defense. So, but yeah, you do need to justify it. But I think as long as you're carrying something for justifying, obviously you don't go around, you don't go around looking for a fight. All right. But if something, and it's not even about looking for a fight. If you get into a fight, don't be a pussy. Get into a fight, right? If you get into a fist fight, fucking pick your hands up and throw some hands. Like, it's not that hard to take an ass whooping, or vice versa. Like, just take, obviously just fist fight. But if you're getting robbed or mugged or attacked, right? Like, that's different. There's two different scenarios. One is a disagreement. Me and you are having a problem, and now we're gonna throw hands, or there's a bar fight or something like that. Now, the thing is, though, is that on the streets there is no rules, and I've seen a lot of violent shit on the streets where things did not go good for the person being attacked, or vice versa. I've seen so much shit. So it does depend, but in many cases, just scrap it out, and things should be fine. But if you're getting attacked by people you don't know, like in a bar setting or in a gas station or something like that, then yeah, you got to do whatever is necessary to defend yourself, always, right? I mean, that's common sense and justified. I remember I had an alcoholic living next door, and his apartment caught fire. So I went in there, could not wake him up. So I jammed my finger into his pressure point under his jaw. Bam. Wake your ass up. What the fuck? That's funny. I've had scenarios like that, not with the burning, but with people unconscious and stuff, and needing to get them out of places and things like that. No doubt seems like, oh, that's not for me. It's not for me. First choice gun, of course. If no clear shot, knife. You don't want EMS to treat the person so they can attack someone else later. Yeah, obviously, if you have a firearm or a vehicle, right? I mean, there's lots of things you can use that are going to be better than something else. And then sometimes those other things are going to be better than the thing that you thought would be the primary thing, right? It depends on the situation. But yeah, and most of the time, a firearm is going to be the best defense. For as long as it's like a human attacker, right? Or a bear or something like that. But sometimes it does. It's sometimes that can't, like, lots of people can't carry guns. Some people can't carry them. Like me, I'm a felon. I'm not supposed to legally carry a firearm. I can carry like a black powder and things like that, but I can't carry an actual firearm. So, that limits me. But with a lot of other people, I mean, it's what you got to. I mean, carry what's on you. Like, I mean, carry what you think you're going to use on you, and know how to use it. Even if it's a firearm, like, know how to use it, practice with it, train with it. The best defense is the thing you know how to use the best. Um, Always good to read your specific knife and blade laws. I'm mainly a collector, like katanas, and I like the art and cut. Uh, I don't know what that is, Tamashiguri, but I think that those are those mats, right? But it's there if I ever need to, hopefully never. Yeah, everybody always hopes for the never, you know. I'll tell you what, man, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I used to think about, because movies and stuff, every kid sees, crazy movies, and you always wonder, like, about certain things, like if like you'll ever see anything like that, or if that'll ever happen to you. And in many cases, you don't think those things will ever happen to you until they start, until they happen to you, right? And then when the things happen to you, you you think about it like, man, I didn't see that coming. It's always like that. You never see it coming. It's always sometimes you do. I'm not gonna say not always, because there has been many times where, like, I felt like this situation's not looking good. Like, I should probably get the hell out of here. This isn't looking good. We should probably just you know evacuate. The majority of people cannot fight at a skill level they believe they can. That is very true. They do not train. They have never been hit in the face. That is very true. That is very true. But that's why I say get hit in the face. Get hit in the face. Take a boxing class. You know, there's nothing wrong with walking into a place like um a boxing place or kickboxing, wrestling, something like that, and signing up and starting from the bottom, getting your ass kicked. Everybody's going to. The best fighter in the world showed up and got his ass kicked. That's okay. That's good. It's good for you. You actually want that to happen. You want to get your ass kicked because that's kind of the point. That's what makes a good fighter is usually because he knows how to take an ass whooping. He knows how to prevail. He knows how to get up. He knows how to keep pushing. So that's going to be very important to anybody on the streets. If you get attacked, is going to be how much tenacity you have. Because I'll tell you what, man, when you get hit in the face with something, it takes a lot of that fire out of you. I'll tell you what, especially when blood's coming down your face. You lose a lot of that tenacity. If you hit someone with pepper spray, you're required to call 911. You can leave first, but you need to let them know what happened. If they do it again, it is on them. My martial arts style is based on the karambit, but explaining a weapon like that to a judge is nearly impossible. It is designed for one purpose only. Yeah, but I would take it as that though. I wouldn't go in there and explain to the judge your background and skills. I would say I carry a pocket knife. Obviously it's going to be laid out, but if it's under the circumstances of which you were attacked, right? You're innocent, right? You're innocent. You were attacked. You're the victim, and you luckily had a fucking knife on you. So if that's what you were able to use. Are those woven? That's what I thought they were. I said mats, but yeah, that's what I thought they were. The Tamashigari. The first time I went to jiu-jitsu I was destroyed by all sorts of ages and sizes and belts. Humbled the shit out of me. Right. Never pick a fight. You have no idea what that person has up their sleeves. That is so true. Yeah, and that's why it's always like usually the toughest guys in society are the nicest guys. They're the nice people. They're the ones because they've been hit. They've been in fights. They have no want or desire to fight. They want to be friendly. They want to love people. They want to have friends. They want to laugh. They don't want to fight. But if you fuck with them, they're going to fight. And it'll be a bad day for one of you. There's really no point to carrying a karambit to a knife fight. You don't want curve, you want length. I think it just depends. Like I said, I think it depends on what you've trained with. I think if you're good with that, and I think, okay, so I've put myself, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but I did that, what was it? The clinch pick 2.0. It's like a little, for those of you that don't know, it's like a little claw. And you can carry it backwards and claw up, or you can carry it forwards and claw forward, right? And I said that I thought that was really good because I've known, I've known a lot of people that their place of where they got attacked was in their car, meaning like going into their car, getting in their car, getting out of their car. That's where they were attacked, right? So, and I've even been in weird situations like that. And I talked about the situation where I got into it with somebody and somebody tried to rip me out of a car. And I was saying that if I had that would have been the perfect tool at the time because all I would have had to have done is clawed, right? If somebody's got your arm and is trying to pull you out of a car and you just claw them once, they're letting go, right? And the point is if somebody's attacking you, and you can easily get to your belt because they almost can't stop you from getting right here to your stomach because your hands are right here anyways, and just yanking it out and clawing away. And I think that's a very natural movement. So I think in many cases, a karambit can be just fine as long as you practice and know how you're going to use it. That's why I keep saying, like, how are you going to use it? Right. And plan for everything because it's probably not going to happen the way you want. Think about the most awkward and fucked up way a situation you could be in because that's most likely the situation you'll be in when something happens. Whatever that is. Rainy, stormy day, dripping water down your face. You can barely see. You can't hear anything because it's storming. Trying to get in your car. Like, that's how it's going to be. Something like that. Because you're vulnerable there, right? Because there's so much noise. People aren't going to hear you screaming. People aren't going to hear you yelling. You're not going to see somebody coming. You're not going to hear them coming up behind you. Here in New York, no matter the situation, you must run away, even in your home. Such BS. Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of that place. Holy shit. Yeah, that's against your constitution. Shit. I hate fighting because my hands aren't always my hands are always so fucked up afterwards, but it's good to know you can take an ass beating. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, you in many cases, like, because I mean, you can palm strike and hammer fist and things like that, but a lot of people, especially like in the moment, in the heat, like you just punch, right? You start punching, you punch, and a lot of times they're sporadic and they're swings that are very uncoordinated, and bones break. I've seen a lot of broken hands from punching and being punched in the head. But yeah, your hands are usually pretty messed up afterwards. Elbows and palms can be very good in those situations. Hence why there are martial art for karambit knife fighting. It was used by warriors, not for women or their hair. Yes, women carried karambits. They were only used for self-defense because that's what they had when they were attacked. Yeah, I mean, obviously, what you train with, like if you get attacked, I mean, if you're good with it, then that's what you're going to be able to use, and that's what you're going to use. But it's your responsibility to get good with it. It's up to you to train with it, work with it, put yourself in situations. I don't know where you got feminine from. Women generally don't go to war, true, or like knives. Might want to fact check that. I think he's talking about in a different country, but yeah. A sai was originally a farming tool, right? But developed as a weapon since ninjas were often peasants. Never underestimate anything metal. Flesh is always more fragile. Yeah, a lot of weapons were designed for farming and for work and just made good weapons. Think about it. Whatever hacks good, cuts good, right? If you can hack down a branch with it, you can do damage with it. So, and those were the tools they were good with. Even like, like say, I like to use this scenario because I grew up in construction. So like I carried a hammer my whole life. Like I can flip them, I can throw them up and smack the back of them and catch them in my hand. Like we used to do all kinds of like little tricks. You're hanging off of houses. In very, very crazy situations, hammering in a little tiny nail somewhere or pulling one out. Like you're doing acrobatic shit with your hammers, swinging sludge hammers all day, and your regular hammers, your framing hammers, and you get really good at swinging things. You get really good at using a hammer. And I've known a lot of people on the job site, like when things have happened on job sites where they went to their hammer, and it's not a pretty sight because they're very good with their hammer. If you got space, put a 90-pound heavy bag or even a 45-pound. It's so helpful to condition your fingers and it's great training. I say wrap your hands. So with a heavy bag, like a 90 or 100-pound bag, the problem with it is since it's heavy, it gets dense. It gets very dense, especially if you leave it hanging. If you knock it down and you fluff it up a little bit and beat on it while it's on the ground, which you should do anyways, to practice like ground and pound. But if you leave it hanging, it's going to get really dense, and you should always wrap your hands because it's not good for your bones and your hands. Yes, it's good to to break the bones down in your hands and get them stronger over time, but not rapidly. Right? That's not good for you rapidly. You can like I got issues with my wrist. Like when I hit the punching bag, I need to wrap my wrist now. I got gloves and stuff, but if I don't and I go unwrapped when I hit like my wrist, like it just gets messed up for like a week or two after. So I always wrap, always because I don't want to be compromised, right? So you want to be as strong as possible. Roll Shambo, best knife for self-defense is the one you have on you if you have no other choice. Yeah. Yeah. That goes with anything and everything, whether it's the firearm, your vehicle. As an MMA fighter, I use specific ways to throw a very effective punch that won't damage knuckles, but put my opponents to sleep. Yeah, that's why I was saying hammer fists, and palm strikes. There's lots of different ways to strike, especially like if you're on the ground and because you know what, man, it sucks when you throw a fucking punch on the ground and you wind up hitting the ground. Oh man, that messes you up really good. Work smarter, not harder. Same goes for fighting. Always wrap hands, right? Always wrap hands and use MMA boxing gloves, but your skin will still go through it even with the wrap. Yeah, for sure. And that's what I meant is that like you're still gonna break them down. Um, Very true. Blunt weapons were used by armored knights like maces or warhammers. Caving in someone's helmet was very effective. Absolutely. I tried to buy Baby Banter twice and got scammed both times. Would have been cheaper to buy a new one. Yeah, yeah. Use my links. You guys seen that new one, that red blade? I think it's sold out now, or at least on Blade HQ it is, but it is pretty cool. It's like, I don't know what type of coating it is, like a Cerakote probably or something, but it's thick. It's a thick coating, and the same coating is on all the hardware. It looks pretty cool. Um, all right, so I'm gonna since we're right here, I'm gonna pop up Civivi knives really quick because just look through a couple deals really quick while we're sitting here. Let a few chats come through. And then maybe we'll hit up Instagram really quick. So you see they got some sales on Civivis here. I just went to Civivi. So like obviously you can go to Kaiser, you can go to whatever, but you see they have the little sale tags on a lot of these things. I thought I seen, maybe we already passed it, but the riffle is on sale. Yeah, $41.99 for the riffle. 14C28N. Fantastic knife. That's a great buy. That's a fantastic purchase right there. The Elementum button lock for 58. Normally it's 65, so $7 off. That's a pretty good deal. This guy, I think the Bull Mastiff is going to be discontinued, but that's only 50 bucks. Let's jump one more page and then we'll check something else out. You got the Praxis for $37.50, and that's not the mini. That's the full-size one. Hell yeah. It's already affordable knife, 44, 45 bucks. So here again, $42 for a riffle. Let's see what they have coming soon. I want to get one of these James brand. So this is a USA made James brand knife. And it has a hollow grind. I'm gonna try to get it, but I don't think I'll be able to get the company to send it to me. Maybe I can talk to James brand, but it's coming soon, so I need to talk to him very soon if I'm gonna. The problem is that you feel weird because I've talked shit about James Brand before, so you feel weird, asking if they want to put a knife on the channel when you could possibly talk a lot of shit about it, which I always leave open for possibilities with any company I deal with, but Like, this thing is crazy overpriced, but I fucking love it. I've never tried it, but I fucking love it. I can't I'm just being honest, like, the James Brand Barnes, I absolutely love the way it looks. Like, I am, like, in love with this knife, and it was very difficult for me to watch people get this and me not ever try it. I never got to try it, I never anything with it, but I know it's good, and it drives me crazy. I want it so bad, but 679 fucking dollars is crazy. React made it. So it's like, what the hell? This thing is USA made and it's 350. I know, granted, the other one's titanium and is an integral, so I'll give you that. But come on, man, 679. That's nuts. But yeah, I want to try this guy. Let me go back to it. Anyways, also coming soon, these guys, I think this is a new knife. I don't know if any of you guys tried this thing. I thought about picking one up. I think wait, did I buy one of these? I think I might have bought one of these actually, and I pre-ordered it. I think I did actually. Damn, I can't even remember some of my purchases. You know you got problems when you can't even remember your knife purchases. Whoa, what is this? What is this? Has any of you guys seen this? This is the first time I'm seeing this. Hyphen? It's what, Gavco? Gavco design. What? What? That's awesome. 20 CV and it's a hollow? And it's a hollow. Ooh, I might have to pick one of these up. Damn it. I don't know if I can though, man. Money's getting tight right now, so I probably can't, but I want to though, really bad. Damn it, I'd like to get that on the channel. Holy shit, I like that. I also like this guy, man. That frag pattern. I know it's a simple knife, but that's what's kind of cool about it. Does it have doesn't that pivot look Damascus back here? Maybe it's just the way the camera's hitting it. Huh. Just titanium, I think. Flame frag tie. That looks very cool though. Sorry guys, I can't see your comments, so give me 1 second and I will see your comments. This I seen on Mike Emler's channel. Seth was on his live and they were showing this off. That looks pretty cool because it's a straight clip point rather than a Persian. It looks Persian just because of the swedge. It's not, it's a straight back. So that's badass. I like that Gavco. One more page and then we'll what is this? EOS micro surgeon. That looks pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen this. XHP. That's pretty cool. Huh. Expensive. Coming soon. Coming soon. What is this? Ian Chavez. That's cool. What is this? Coming soon. Microtech SOCOM liner lock. Is this a mini? This looks like a mini. Oh no, it's not. Why does this look so different? What am I missing about this? What am I missing? ATS 34 steel. Okay, how much is it? $700. Holy shit. Never mind. It looks like my mini. It literally looks like the mini. I'm almost wondering if it is. Let me look at the length really quick. Oh no, 9 inches. No, it's not a mini. Damn, should not be. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of this. Enough of that. Sorry, guys. I was going down a rabbit hole. A little too much rabbit hole action. Joel says Blade HQ has some legit deals right now. Vox Pete for $16. Great buy. Yeah, they have a lot of great deals going on. Also, Amazon does too, actually. So some of Amazon has like coupon sales where like they'll give you the coupon upon checkout. So very cool. What's up, Joe? Just use the ultra sharp diamond stones for the first time. Nice. I'm editing the vid. Gonna tag you. Thanks for the recommendations, dude. It's damn scalpel sharp. Hell yeah. That's badass. So the ultra sharp diamond plates are the diamond plates I always recommend to people. They're the best bang for your buck diamond plates. Yes, you can get cheaper diamond plates, but these are the highest quality for the best bang. Like DMT stones are really expensive. They're the same as DMTs, except for much more affordable. They come in different sizes, 2x6 or the 3x8s. You can get a 3-stone set. You can get the 2x6s for like $52 for the 2x6, but if you want the big ones, like 138, $140. But that's a great deal for 3 plates. And you don't have to get 3. You can just get 2 plates if you want. And as long as you got a base. Did you see this? I did not. The Vox Dapper. I did not see it. I will definitely take a look though. Here, I'll just type it and see if I can. Okay, let's let everybody see it. So this is what he's talking about. The Vox Dapper. Nice. I actually tried one of these momentarily. I don't remember where or when, but $104. Why is this one so much cheaper than these? That's the one I like. Oh, I actually like the titanium one. Oh, it's so nice. That is cool. Vox does such a good job. I believe I did. Yeah, I did try one of these. It does have a really snappy detent. That's very cool. Civivi Mini Praxis on Amazon for $29. Yes, yes, it is. You can also get the big one on Blade HQ for like $38 right now, too. What's crazy to me is how many people still don't strop with gunny juice. I know. I link it all the time. All the time. You had a super chat I missed? Oh, it must have been while I was in that damn rabbit hole. Fucker, I get you. Hey, Dukes of Hazzard with the 5 bones. Thank you for the heads up, by the way. And thank you, Dukes of Hazzard, for the 5 bones. What's up, Jared? I pre-ordered the BB Banter. What's the best button lock without fear of disengaging the blade? Well, when you say best, like I go to like ProTech Mordax's, Freeman's, things like that. Now, if we're talking about like Civivi, Sun Cuts, things like that, all of them are really good. The Watauga is really nice. I haven't really noticed myself being able to disengage any of them. Like right now, my hand is completely on the button. I'm squeezing, trying to disengage it. I'm literally trying to right now, and I can't do it. So now if I wrap my fingers around here, I can intentionally, no, I don't even think I can intentionally. Yeah, I can intentionally push it if I'm like here trying to, but I'm in an awkward position that I would never, ever, ever be in order to hit the button. If I'm in any position that I would actually be in, I can't hit it. So all of them are going to be good. If you like the style, most of them are good. The new Raccoon is really good. I did a full review on this guy. And this guy countersinks it a little bit. So you don't have trouble hitting it. Even if you're like left-handed and you want to be able to reverse flick, you can put your finger right on it and it doesn't affect the detent as long as you're not intentionally pushing it, like I said before. But this one's really good. They're, oh man, a lot of them are really good, but that one, I personally love the Elementum button lock. I know it's a bit of a gravity knife, but I absolutely love it, man. This is so solid to me. The ergos, the blade shape, the grind. It takes such a stupid sharp edge, like so fucking ridiculously sharp edge. And I kind of like the swing. I like, it's different. The fidget factor is different. Now, before they came out with 150 button locks, I was a little upset that this didn't come with a detent, that it wasn't a regular button lock. But now that there's 150 other button locks, I'm not mad at it. I like it. Jared, I think Concept should have made a button lock in my Carta comic. Yeah, I wish I was talking about it earlier. They got a fire sale on these right now. Let me just show you guys. Fuck it. You guys don't believe me. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that shit. $159. This is $207 normally. That's fire right here. You see the 207? Now, granted, it's the blue one or the green one, but still very cool. Or you can get I'd get one of these two over this one. Don't get the thumb disc version. You want the double thumb stud version. You want the regular thumb stud version, not these disc ones. But anyways, fire deal. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a button lock version of this. I would love to see a button lock version of the titanium one though. But I'll tell you what, man, I love that this is a frame lock. I love disengaging this. It has that nice comfortable disengagement. Stupid smooth. The reverse flick's amazing. Like, so many things are great about this knife. It feels premium. Oh, I already hit that one. Let me scroll down. I'm way backed up. Sorry, guys. I'm backed up. Steel type was normally my #1 priority, but eventually realized a good blade is really dependent on what type of steel the blacksmith has mastered the most, but some steels are better than others. Yeah, well, steel is important. The heat treat is more important. And even as important as both of those is the geometry and the blade shape. Because I could give you the best heat treat in the world on the best steel in the world, but give you the worst geometry in the world, and it ain't going to cut for shit. Not only is it not going to cut for shit, it's going to be hard to sharpen. It's going to be more difficult because it's thicker, or it's going to have lower edge retention because of the ridiculous geometry. Geometry plays a huge part in edge retention, plays a huge part in cutting performance, and plays a huge part in sharpening. So that's a very important thing. Hey, what's up? Knife Modders in the house. Shout out to Knife Modders. Also go follow their content as well. They recently had I think it was a Slish buoy on there. They had I think it was an all like blacked out or something like that. I think it was that Slish buoy, and it looked so badass. So badass. I love my Slish buoy. Gotta love the Slish buoy. Look at that edge. This one's an old one, so this is the CTS XHP version. But damn, it does it take a nasty edge. I got my raccoon directly from VOSTEED's website. Well, I hope you use my damn link. Hey, Josh is a new member. Shout out to Josh with the Varga as the thumbnail. I can't wait to get my Varga. At least with knives, you don't have to be as picky with the carbon content. He's talking to Zachariah. I'm modding a concept comic right now. Ooh, you're putting one of them holes in it, ain't you? I think I'm not. I don't know. Man, I seen, and I have some coming. There's some new knives coming from Concept, and I got to see a little sneak peek of some of them, which I think you guys could too if you guys went and searched it out. But there was one in particular that kind of reminded me. I can't remember though, because I went through it pretty quickly, but there was one that had a pretty cool looking hole, and it kind of reminded me of like the Convict with a hole. But I would love to see this with this hole. This thing has like the best detent. Like, I can't express that enough. Look at that. Look at how strong that is. That detent is strong, boy, but in a good way. I love it. So yeah, great detent on this. You can even hear it. Listen to this. Listen to that lockup. Anyways, I would love to see that hole on this knife, though. That would be so badass. So yeah, good for you on modding my knife for me. Thank you. We got, what is that? We got the leaders in the knife modding. The knife modders themselves, if you want to see knives go from good to amazing, go check out their channel. Here is a link. Thank you, Logical. Pretty fly for a knife guy. Dukes of Hazzard with another man. Thank you for the bones tonight. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I tried to pick up that Pray to Tout with Timascus in your last video. They were sold out. Looked like a great deal. What? Hold on. No, they shouldn't be sold out. If they are, I can get you a different one. I can get you one. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. We will get you one. Let me just look really quick. Ooh, yeah. So the one is sold out, but, hang on. I got a backup plan. That's for bullshitting me for a second, but you weren't. You weren't. Oh man, it looks like they might all be sold out. I don't even think I can get one from. Hold on. I can get the regular full titanium one, but not the Damascus. So I'm sure you already know that. Shit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I shit the bed on that one. I got one more option. I don't think it'll work though, to be honest. Sorry, bud. I can get you the regular one, so it would be the same one I have, but with a regular titanium clip and a 20C or no. I don't know if it's 20 CV or S30. I think it's an S35 blade. S35. So the blade steel's better actually than the Damascus, first of all, but it doesn't have the Timascus on it. So, and I'm sure that's what you wanted. So sorry, bud. Shit the bed on that one, didn't you, Jared? Shit in the bed. What's up, Voo? We got Voo in the house. What's up, brother? Um, fucking Kyle. Yeah, I tend to mostly get blades from wherever I can't afford a Howard Clark blade or a Rick and other famous smiths. Let's check out a little bit. Shit. Okay, let me turn that down. Oh, good. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to look at some Instagram really quick. Hopefully, we can do this without being demonetized because, yeah,
So many boxes.
sorry, I gotta turn off the volume because the music that they use, I could get demonetized. But we might be able to go through and just look at some pictures, look at some memes and shit. I don't deserve this. Was this MC? Oh, Sierra Bound. Yeah, he's always sending stuff to MC. We'll give him a little like. I don't deserve this. MC unboxes his first full custom gas station knife. Maybe I do. Laugh out loud. I can't say I saw this coming. Catchy title, catchy title. But I'll still like it even though you've never sent me anything. Just joking. Canadian Cutting Edge, go subscribe to his channel. Awesome channel. This is the Best Tech Man Dundee. Awesome, affordable knife. I thought it was going to be a little cheaper than it is, but it's a good knife. Shout out to Screaming Pirate. Give him a like as well. Awesome looking knife. I don't know what it is. 50/50 production. Looks pretty cool. That looks pretty dope. Looks like it rubbed off on his hand a little bit though. Melissa Backwoods, saw her at Blade Show, I believe. I think I did. Yeah, she's got a nice collection. Badass collection. Choir Boy, shout out to Choir Boy. We got Scab over here. What's he got? Oh, that thing looks fucking badass. Oh, that looks so badass. That sheath looked badass. Just the sheath alone on that thing looked badass. Look at that sheath. Holy cow. Damn, that thing looks sweet. Looks like you could chop some shit with that. All right. Some workout stuff. Kershaw. Clash serrated, Clash non-serrated for 25 bones. While supplies last. Lefty. Yes, I'm wafting masculinity over here. Thanks, Troy, as always. Killed it, brah. What's he got going?
Hot. Troy is an absolute beast. Go check out Northwoods Leatherworks. Cyborg, pink Pueblo with black. James Brand, burgundy Pueblo with black. So look at
Knife
these
pouches.
sexy
Yeah,
freaking
I got mine
slips.
right here too.
You got your hot pink
Yeah.
Cyborg Jack here.
That's my. Let me shut this off. Yeah, that's my favorite version too. The hot pink one. Oh, I love it. I think that's so sexy. Such a good looking knife. I would put any of my Jack Wolves up against any slip joint, like meaning like of quality, fit, finish, grind, everything. Like 100%. Like I don't think it could lose a battle in like obviously you can go to the extremes, right? Where you're talking about $1,000 customs and things that might smoke it, right? But not for this price. You're not gonna. There's nothing out there that's gonna beat it. It's so good. I think the pinks are all sold out, at least off of my link. The only ones that I think that are left off of my link are the green micarta ones. And I want to shout you guys out really quick. Thank you guys for using my damn links, because you guys have no idea how much it supports the channel when you guys use the links. Thank you guys so much. I'm very blessed to be doing this, and a lot of it is due to you guys supporting, using my links, hitting the like button. I'm just saying. Dukes of Hazzard with another 5 bones coming in hot, man. It's all good. I'm brutally honest. Never BS. Would have been my first time ask us anything. Thank you. Yeah. Now I figured you weren't BSing, but I thought, because I've yet to have not been able to link that one on Amazon. So I was positive I was going to be able to find it on there. But yeah, I guess I don't know if it was going for a deal or something, and that's why it sold out. Because I thought it was there earlier. This live has made my day. That's awesome. I have had allergies all day, and I crashed my drone earlier. Oh fuck. So far, this is the best part of the day. Well, man, I'm glad we could cheer you up, and I'm sorry your day's been so shitty. So let's turn it around and make it a good night. What's good, folks? What's up, Bomb Squad? All right, let's go back to. Let me knock this off. I'm gonna get out of there. All right, where am I at? Instagram. All right. Let's throw in some sparks. Oh shit. He got it on the. Let's check that out again. I can't. I wish they would let you just replay it if you scroll up and down, but they don't. What we got over here? Oh yeah, the 359. That is a sweet knife. Sweet knife. Wish the sharpening tool was a little bit better in plunge iron, but it's still a sweet knife. Sweet knife. I won't be in the shop for a short. Wait, I won't be in the shop for a short amount of time. We have a very serious family emergency. Okay, that's a family emergency. All right. Jason Knight. I've been following this guy for a long time. You guys know who he is, I'm sure, from Steel Forged in Fire. Or Forged in Fire. I think he's called Joe from Steel Forged in Fire's channel out. But anyways. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. You guys see what that is? Oh, linked down in the description. Check this out. Oh man, this thing is so good. It's so good. They are so consistent. The F5.5 blew my Carta with the acid washed blade. It is so good. It's crazy because check this out. I have the brown micarta one, right? I love the look of this thing. I absolutely love the brown micarta one and the satin finish, and it is smooth, very, very smooth. The detents are super consistent, but You would think that this one would be smoother than this one because this one has the acid etch on it. This thing is even glassier. I mean, it is so damn smooth. It's so smooth. It's just so glassy. The detent, so crisp. Both of these are very consistent. So I'm not saying that this one's gritty or anything like that. This thing is glassy too, but this thing's even a little bit glassier. But they're very all the one of the reasons why I can easily recommend these, the F5.5, is because I've tried like, I don't know, probably 6 of them now, maybe more. And all of them have felt damn near the exact same. They've been so consistent. The detent strengths, the action, just everything. I mean, this one's obviously a little bit glassier and a little bit smoother, but other than that, all of them have felt super consistent. And this acid, it just looks beat up. It looks like it's kind of like picked up off the job site, yet it feels like a super high-end knife, the way the detent, how crisp it is, the fit, the finish, the ergos, the action, the smoothness feels very, very premium, yet it looks like it's been beat up a little bit. I love it. It looks damn good. Back to Instagram. Yeah, EXO. Oh, the Zerkatai EXO. I seen that on MC's channel. Is that Metal Complex? Oh. Liking all these guys' stuff. Mummer to Knives. That thing's pretty interesting, ain't it? Dirk Weirding likes it. What the fuck is that thing? Well, that thing looks sick with it. Huh. Normally, I'm not a big fan of paracord wrapped handles, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Rockwall. Gotta love the Rockwalls. Absolutely. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. What's up with Smoky
cool
Mountain?
Now, most of you know the Opinel number 8.
I'm not a fan
But
of
most of you
Opinel.
don't know about the picnic pack. This is going to be something great.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Dutch Bushcraft. Oh, the Bushcraft boys. I'd love to get these guys on a live. I think it would be hilarious. I would fuck with them so hard. For all of you who have been interested in some of the clothing we wear in our videos, you guys have been asking them about their underwear. No, I'm just joking. I actually thought about I don't know if you guys would even be interested, but I thought about doing a couple clothing videos. Not clothing, but like jackets. I thought about buying like 2 or 3 jackets, testing them out, trying them out, and showing you guys like which ones I like and why I didn't like this one, or so on and so forth. I get into like clothing and boots and things like that. I love stuff like that. Like I like, that's why I always advocate for you guys to take care of yourselves, you know, because it makes you feel good, you know, when you can walk around, you know, with your chin high, feeling good, you know, wearing a nice coat, a nice, you know, I don't know, whatever kind of jacket you like, whether it's a jean jacket, whether it's a flannel, whether it's a leather, whatever, you know, like whatever your style is, you know, make it work for you. And I wouldn't mind having some of those things on the channel and doing videos about those things. I personally would love it. I don't know if it'd be good for the channel or if anybody else would like it, but I know I would enjoy doing it. So I got a boot video coming up soon. So that's one thing for sure. I was supposed to get this other pair of boots in, but they never sent them. So I just might have to go on without them. But yeah, maybe, you know, like a jacket and boot combination video, something like that. Something for like, you know, EDC clothing, or, you know, I guess it's all clothing's EDC, but you know, Dukes of Hazzard with another 2 bones. Where's the merch? I don't know, but I will say this. There is some new merch coming that's really fucking cool. Like really, really cool. I don't know what's going on with it. Kara's got it in the works, but wait for that one. It's badass. It's so badass. I don't think it's up yet. So, jean jacket. We rocking Canadian tuxedos around here. There's some if you know how to rock a jean jacket, jean jackets are dope. but you have to know how to rock it. Right? You got to know what to wear it with and how to wear it. And if you apply it, that goes with anything. Anybody can look like a jackass wearing anything. Just like you can take a leather coat, anybody can look like a jackass in a leather coat. Or you can look really clean, fresh, clean, fit, and good. That merch as we speak. Not as we speak. She was working on it the other day. Maybe she is right now. I don't know what the hell she's doing right now. So, but jean jackets, when worn improperly, makes you look like a denim Dan. Right, right. But if you wear it properly, it looks good. Like you have to be wearing the right type of jeans, right? You have to be wearing the right type of shirt. But if you wear it correctly with your hairstyle the right way, the right boots, all that shit plays a part. I can rock a damn good jean jacket if I'm wearing the right outfit. And same thing with you guys. Can someone define badass? I'm not sure what that means. Badass means beyond cool. All right. There's cool and then there's badass. It's beyond cool. So anything that you would deem, oh man, that's cool. Anything you would define, oh yeah, that's cool. It's beyond that. I got you, brother. I got you. All right. Let's look back at the gram. Let's give this a like. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. We already know what that's going to be. We know what's going to be in that box. We just showed that. The Jack Wolf Cyborg. We were just talking about that, so we'll go beyond that one. We got Flytanium with some new scales, it looks like. If you had to carry one EDC item for the rest of your life, what would it be? For us, a bug out with titanium crossfade scales. For now, don't ask tomorrow. That's what I always do too. So they're getting a like for that one because that's well played, sir. Well played. Whenever you need to come up with a one and done, just make sure you say it's only for the moment. Ask me in 10 minutes, it could be a different story. But for this moment, Urban EDC Supply, shout out to Urban EDC Supply. Down in the description, we have a link and you guys can get the F5.5s or, whatever else is on the site. Awesome site for really, really good shit. SOG knives. Let's check out some SOG. Surprised I don't see SOG everywhere so far. Do we? We see one SOG. Two SOGs. Does that say SOG? I don't know. I can't see that. But at least doesn't say SOG down the spine, SOG down the side, SOG down the blade, SOG on the sheath. Fucking hate that shit. Man, that grind looks wicked thick, doesn't it? You see that edge bevel? Like, think about this. Knife companies do high edge angles, right? None of them do low edge angles except for Spyderco. They're an exception. All the other ones do like 22 to 30 degrees per side, right? So that's probably at the lowest 22 degrees per side. At the lowest. And you see how big that edge bevel was? That means that thing is super thick behind the edge. That thing was probably 40 thousandths behind the edge. That's what I would guess. Just a guess, but I'd put some money on it. A couple bones. What else do we got here? All right, let's go to the next one.
Before GF9.
What's up, Shaq? I actually just got this knife in. Is it the 145? I got something like that in. What's up, Newcastle? That looks pretty cool. Gentry custom knives. I kind of like it. It's different, Would it be a good EDC? It'd be a good Skinner. Damn, Cedric Canadian. Monetized over here. Damn it, Pete. Fucking Pete. This cat looks so pissed. Give him a like. Black Flag Survival. Give him a like. Is that a oh no, it's not. Swags and her girlfriend, or what is it? Soulbound Leather. Give Swags a little like. What we got over here? Pro Camp. All right, let's see what he's in. What's he got for us? Yeah. Ooh. Going right through. Ooh. Not bad. Not bad. That feels like. Nice shape on that handle blade. That just looks like it's gonna chop good, doesn't it? The way the handle is with the blade. Looks like the blade is very front heavy or very spine heavy. Doing a little chopping, nothing to see here. Where we're going now. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Turn that off. Oh, what are these?
I figured I'd make a video to explain how you can win.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Said Stevie. Shout out to Said Stevie. Sierra Bounds with all his badass knives, always teasing me, always fucking showing off and trying to make me jealous, and it works every time, without a doubt. Fucking guy over here. His fucking knife collection is so insane. Like, it's crazy. Crazy. I mean, look at that. Oh, man, I think it's sick. Look at that one down here, laying on the table, the top one. I love when the blues and grays are like that. That's my favorite type of Timascus right there, with the blues and the grays right there, back there, with the reds and the oranges and the purples. Oh, I fucking love that. Like, and I'm not like the biggest Timascus fan, but I like it. You know, everyone's, it's nice to have a pop on something, and damn it, does that look badass. Ah, these are those ones we were looking at GP knives. Here they are. He's going to sit here and flip it around. This is the way you guys want me to do my reviews, right? Really slow like this. No talking. Take 10 minutes to deploy a knife. I'm not saying he did that. Quivist. Way to pick a fucking name that's hard to pronounce. Quivist. I'm just teasing. Nice test. Compliance edge. Okay. Got knives, it looks like. Check them out. Well, she feels like they fit nice. All right, we'll get off of here. I know you guys are probably getting sick of it. Ooh. What else we got? Quick look through. All right, the last. Like a small flipper tab. The handle is a little weird how it gets slimmer down here by the end. We've got the mother of pearl in there. He's going to take 20 minutes to fucking deploy it. I know. He's trying to show us the light, trying to show us the finish, and how tight that inlay is. He did a damn good job. I'll give him credit, man. That is very, very well done. So I'll give him credit. I want to see that back spring again. The one that's slow. Ooh. Got a recurved something blade, drop point blade, some sort of Damascus. But anyways, very cool. Look at this guy. Oh, almost got demonetized. That fast will get me demonetized. I probably already am, just from that. That thing looks cool, though. A Serge Panchico knife. Very, very cool. I think that thing looks sick. A little double detent knife. I'd love to see like a liner lock version of that, or a frame lock version. Anyways, Maurice is in the house. Hey, I tried to appeal to a sense of James Bond, but no ketchup or wine flew bottles taken to the bay of a dichotomy. Don Rickles hates Nintendo and Fanta. Glad to see you back, Maurice. Can you check out Kyle Noseworthy on Instagram? He's a knife sharper, and he and is getting into making them. You may like what he has on his page. I actually do follow him. I know exactly who he is. I follow him on YouTube. So I know him on YouTube more than Instagram. But yeah, Kyle knows where he's been making some knives. I know he's done. I think he also runs a sharpening service. I know I see him sharpening some knives. I'll be honest. No, I'm not going to be honest. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's doing some pretty good work. His knife sharpening, I'm sure he sharpens up a knife really good. I think our styles are just a little bit different, but that has nothing to do with anything. He looks like he's been doing it for a long time and knows what he's doing. And he damn sure knows what he's doing with making knives and working on stuff. Seems like a very, very knowledgeable dude. I've been drooling over Kinnison knives. Yeah, me too. Me too. It goes for the both of us. So what does everybody think of the new Survival Lily APO tracker? Have you checked out the Jared Ozer? We just did a little while ago. We were checking it out. If you rewind, yeah, I was saying I really, really, really want to get one. It's difficult for me to pick between the titanium one and the micarta one, though, because they have the brown. The micarta one looks so good with the titanium sub frame lock. It looks fire. But then also the titanium with the titanium sub frame lock looks badass. It's difficult to pick. You just need to spend some time in Scandinavia, and KAVISO will roll off your tongue in no time. Is that what it is? I had ketchup with socks on my feet today. Good for Breeze. Good for you, man. Good for you. That is what is up. Who doesn't love to flick the bean? Facts. Is that a remembrance wall, Maurice? My knives talk to me. They should. They should. I probably wouldn't trust you if they didn't. I can't have a pet. It's probably also best. Greg Medford is the worst at thick edges. Shake my head. I got a badass little neck knife called the Necromancer, but I swear it had a 40 to 45 degrees per side edge angle and super thick blade stock. Yeah, well, he has both. So he does have some good thin ones. Slim Midi, the Praetorian Slim or Praetorian whatever, the Swift, the Smooth Criminal. He does have a bunch of badass ones with nice, good, thin, hollow ground geometry, thin blades, and like thin blade stock and thin grinds. However, he also has some thickens, some real thickens, because the way he likes to say it is it's for a battlefield. It's to stab. Wait, how does he say it? Stab slash pry, poke, prod, however the fuck he says it. So it's made to do all that. And in that case, I understand it. I understand it, because if you were in the field and you needed to pry something with the one thing you have on you, which is your knife, you're going to wish you had thick geometry. Or if you need to chop or whatever, stick it in somebody's neck. They did the same Aus 8 blade, steel blade in Taiwan, and map is 250. Too much. I had a lesser chance to nick and chip. 250 for Aus 8. No, thank you, Todd says. And I am in camp with Todd. No, thank you with that. I can understand when custom knife makers, right? Custom knife makers that use like 154 CM, completely understandable. I get it. The reason why is because one, it's more affordable. They can buy it more affordably, and it's easy to work with. It's easy for them to heat treat. They can heat treat it properly, and they can grind it properly. So it's just, it winds up being more affordable. So I get that. But Aus 8, like that's just, it's almost insulting. It is insulting. It's fucking insulting. Yes, my S45 Smooth Criminal is insanely thin and slicey. Yeah, that's a great one. I like that one. You got to love those hand done hollow grinds. Let me grab one. So if you look, and I've showed this before, but just in case if anybody hasn't known, the way you can tell if a knife has been hand ground, if you look at the satin, you'll see that it turns with the belly, right? It doesn't go straight across, right? A machine goes straight across normally. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes when it's straight across that it's not done by hand, because there's jigs and things like that. There's ways they can do it, but solid blade. But when you see that satin turn like that, that's in many cases usually because it's done by hand. When it turns with the belly right there. And it looks good. Something about it just looks really good. Justified the price was by only ordering a run of 500 knives, so it's supposedly a limited run, blah 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 blah. Maurice went to fly in the fifth dimension, found out that socks were required. He was then deemed incomprehensible, thus sent back to reality, but not prior to an engagement with the last frontier. Some deep shit there. Oh man. I don't like super thin edges unless I'm using on soft targets for that reason. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. Like if you're gonna want like even with work, right? Like if you want a good solid work knife, like say for construction, you want a thin blade and slightly robust, not like super robust, like in many cases a Spyderco works. Like I was talking about it earlier, like something like this is great. The Gale Bradley 2 is really good, but this is good because it's slicey, so you have the cutting performance, but it is thick enough to where you can be a little bit tougher on it. Now you have a utility blade with you on a construction site, so you always have that thin slicey edge for like grinding against concrete, like if you need to split aluminum or something, right? Like I used to do a lot of siding, fascia, and gutters, so my utility blade would be used all day for like cutting aluminum and siding and stuff, but I still had my pocket knife for other things. But now when I worked in a factory, I cared about geometry, because I wanted my edge retention to last as long as possible throughout the day, and I wanted it to be as slicey as possible, because I was cutting cardboard all day and cutting plastic straps and stuff. And the plastic straps, if they were really thick, they did not cut good. Like, yes, if it had a very low angle and it was super sharp, yeah, it would blaze right through them. But if I had thin geometry, I could put the blade right behind the strap, and I could just put some leverage behind it like this and pop them, and I'd be popping them all day. So if my edge wasn't good and the geometry wasn't good, it was frustrating. They'd slip, and they'd slip out of the cut. So, it just depends on what you're doing, what you're cutting, what you're doing. All those things play a part, but that's why we have everything, everything in between. We have thick, we have robust, we have thin, we have slicey, we have broad, we have narrow, we have, you have it all. So that's the beauty. And that, like, I heard somebody like the other day in my comment section was like, why do you need so many different knives? Not personally me, but meaning like people, like, why you can't just one knife do everything? It doesn't even make sense. That's like saying one vehicle to do everything, right? You wouldn't take, I don't know, a little Honda Accord or something, on, in the back, boondocking or something. You want something with 4-wheel drive, a truck. Same thing with like knives. It just depends on what you're doing with it, what the situation is, what you're cutting. All colors of the rainbow when it comes to geometry and purposes, right? Maurice says, I have a machine gun for a spirit and 2 tickets to paradise in the $6 million store. Damn, please open. I need a Kit Kat. Dukes of Hazzard with another 2 bones. Spend my $400. What would you guys buy? The Ferrum Forge, or sorry, the ProTech Mordax button lock is really good. USA made. I would definitely probably go USA made, but I will say that Jared, what was it? The Jared Mosen, what the hell is it called? The Jared Ozer F22 kickstop looks very cool. That's a good one. Just under 400. Yeah, those are my picks. Or if a slim midi, I'd say slim midi, but a slim midi is going to be like $600. If you can find a slim midi right now on with a deal, I'd buy 3 Neevesknives sweatshirts and save the rest for this new merch coming soon. That's what I'm talking about. Coming soon. It looks badass too. Kara put a lot of work into it. Jared, like the one you just got today. The more exactly. Just like that. But I don't know if you can find them anywhere. Unless if you got fucking connections like I do. I'm just joking. No, Shane Gables called me up and I'm buying his off of him that he bought at a Blade show. But I don't know if there's any available right now. Yeah, the Winter Blades Mirage. I actually got my Winter Blades Factor back today. Going to be playing with that one soon. Check out the deals over at Blade HQ. Maybe one of the Blade HQ exclusive Vox knives like the Dapper or the Chillin' F8. There is a link. Thank you, Sid One. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, definitely check out there's a lot of good stuff on sale right now. Tons of good shit. So, and it's going to be throughout the week. So, but the problem is a lot of the good things, as soon as they drop, some of them are going to sell quick, because people are, they've been waiting for this deal. So like, there's going to be some stuff that's just going to sell quick. So when you see that thing you want and you see it for the price, that's $50 less than normal or something, snag it quick. Now let's talk about scents. Let's talk about some fragrances really quick. We'll go through them fast. First, I'm going to talk about what I'm wearing today because I'm wearing a white t-shirt, right? Fresh, crispy. So I am wearing Versace Signature or Versace Pour Home. I think it's Signature Pour Home or Pour Home Signature. Here's the bottle. You can see it. Very light blue. This is a super fresh fragrance. So this fragrance smells like clean linen. It's like dryer sheets. It's just that's what it is. It's fresh. That's it. It's not sweet. It's not spicy. It's not anything but fresh. But that's also a good scent. Like I said, when you're wearing certain outfits, certain fragrances go good with you. Like a white, clean t-shirt, this is going to wear really well on you. If you're like cuddling up in a bed or something with a lady or something, this should be really good because, your sheets, it doesn't smell just like dryer sheets. So don't picture it like that, but it has that type of fragrance, a very fresh, clean, fresh out of the shower smell. And just so you guys know, studies show that fresh fragrances do the best with ladies. Ladies, like if you took 100 ladies, 80 of them are going to pick a fresh fragrance over like a spicy or a sweet or whatever, even though sweet fragrances do really well. So sweet and fresh are the ones that do really well. But there's also a lot of really good masculine ones too. So we're going to go through a couple Sauvages really quick because we talked about Sauvage the last time and I said I would break out some of my bottles. Sauvage is a really, really good brand. One, they have a magnetic cap. And I mean, this thing is super strong. Look at this. This thing is a very strong cap. The sprayer is pressurized. Watch this. That's the parfum. Oh no, that's the elixir. That one, they're all pressurized. So, yeah. So the first one we're talking about is the elixir. Elixir is probably the most expensive right now because it's their newest one, and it is really good. It smells, it's very, very spicy though. Has a lot of like black pepper in it. That's what it smells like. I'm not saying it actually is black pepper. I think it's cardamom, but it has the way I like to picture it is it's like taking grape juice throwing a whole bottle of black pepper in there and sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon. That's what this smells like. It has a very spicy, peppery smell, and then like a little bit of sweetness behind it. But the peppery cinnamon smell kind of blasts or backs down, and then you get the sweet smell coming off of it after it starts to wear off, which is where it really comes out. Now, this is a beast. It will last for a very long time. So you'll get that dry down phase for a very long time. But like I said, this is very sought after right now because it's hot. Like if you watch any of the review channels on it, everybody's like in love with this. I wouldn't say it's my favorite from Sauvage, but I like it a lot and it's really good. And I obviously bought it. So their regular one, the EDT, this is the EDT. It's going to be just a fresh fragrance. It's kind of just a fresh fragrance. It's fresh, but it's got a little bit of green in there. Citrus. So citrus, fresh, and a little tiny bit of green, and that's it. So it's a nice fresh, but this is like one of the most popular fragrances on the planet. Now, my favorite Sauvage is the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum, this is the best in my opinion. If you guys go to my Amazon link, you guys can look it up if you guys want to get a bottle. This, I think, is possibly the most popular men's fragrance on the planet. It's this with some extra. So it's that with a little bit of spice on top and a little bit of sweetness. Like it's definitely really, really good. And it's very much liked by ladies and men. Now, I do think, though, for the elixir, you want to be above the age of 35 to wear that. I don't think young men like 20 to 30 are going to probably want to wear that. I think you're going to want to be over the age of 30, 35. But if you are, I think you'll probably like that a little bit more. These, it doesn't matter the age. They're going to work. Now, if you're really young, like 16, 17, the girls might say you smell like my dad. So just because it's such a popular fragrance among the men community or the fragrance community for men. But damn it, look at that. Look how strong that magnet is. This is such a quality bottle. The sprayer, everything about it is good quality. And they use good oils. So, but yeah, I figured I would talk about those. Damn it, that smells so good. It's got a very masculine yet fresh smell. A lot of when I gave Kara a test one time. I had her smell like 10 probably like 15 fragrances, and I was narrowing them down. I was taking 2 fragrances, saying, "Smell this and smell this. Which one do you like better?" Whichever one won, I would sit down, and then at the end, I took all the winners. Then I competed the winners, and in the end, the one that won was this one. The Eau de Parfum from Sauvage. That's what won. That was one blind test, right, of many that I've done on her, but still, it did very well. There's a reason why it's very popular. I had an Asian chick once. Good pussy. I have a Ford Mustang Special Edition cologne right here on my desk with me. Nice. Ford Mustang Special Edition. I've never tried any of Mustang's colognes, but I will say my favorite car brand cologne is Mercedes. Mercedes has got some of the fucking best this shit right here, this stuff right here is fire. The Move, Mercedes-Benz The Move. The atomizer is also really good. Nice, powerful atomizer. But damn it, this is sweet, fresh. It's literally everything women love in a fragrance right here. This, it's like sexiness in a bottle for like, I mean, obviously you'll like it too, you know, being a man wearing it because you'll smell fresh, sweet. It's almost addicting though. Like it makes you want to keep smelling it. Like you'll keep smelling yourself because it does smell damn good. It's not the long, you know what? Actually, this one lasts a pretty good long time. I was going to say it doesn't last that long, but it actually does. This lasts a good long time. I think about I get about 8 to 10 hours out of this. But yeah, really, really good. Love potion number 9. I think I just ripped out my mic cord. Thank you for the donation, Dukes. I appreciate it, man. You're dropping all kinds of bones tonight. Zherzhov, Accento. I don't know if I've tried any of those. I can't remember if I have or not. Yes, I have all the YSLs. I love all the YSLs. The one that I probably like the most is the Parfum. I think that's which one it is. Is it the Parfum? Yeah, I think it's the Parfum. But yeah, I have them all. Well, no, I don't have them all. There's one or two that I'm missing from the YSL line, but yeah, I like all the YSLs. I do have the YSL Blue Electric, which is discontinued. You can't even find it no more. Super rare. If you ever tried that, that is what is similar to the Sauvage Elixir. They have some similarities. Dukes of Hazzard. What are you doing, man? You got all just making it rain. This ain't a strip club, man. Does it come with glitter? Does it come with glitter? Does not. Yes, that is true. They cut well, but were meant more for stabbing hard objects and impaling. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about. Sounds like a spear point. Yes, don't bathe with Rihanna. Hey, wait, have you never badly cut yourself with a knife? Me? Never. I've never even gotten a paper cut. I'm just that good. What can I say? Saturday night. Cheers to you guys. Mine's coffee, but damn good coffee though. Damn good coffee. Have you never? Oh yeah, I already answered. I already lied about that one. Gotta go piss. I lied. My dick is not 25 inches. It's only 18. Don't let your woman see this. They will think less of Maurice for lying. Oh, I don't like Rihanna. Never found her pretty and always felt like the only reason she had a career was because Aaliyah died and Chris Brown smacked her. So I used to think she was hot. I don't know what it was, but like I used to think she was super hot. I really did. I thought she was fucking really hot. But then I don't know. Then I seen her forehead and I think everything went sideways. I don't think I recognized it like or something. I don't know. But now I don't think she's attractive as she used to be. And maybe it was just her hair at the time was covering up her big ass forehead, and now I see it every time. And I'm not trying to talk shit. She's a beautiful woman. She's very attractive girl. I just mean I used to think she was a lot more attractive than I do now. But yeah, I don't know how the fuck did we get caught on Rihanna. I want to break up now, Maurice. The package isn't as promised. Disappointed. Oh yes, I mean her 5 head exactly. Hurt my mind. Do you guys remember back in the day? It was like she was so hot, but I think it was because they had her wearing hair. They were like, "Listen, we need you to wear this type of hairstyle." And I want to pull my hair back. It's like, no, do not pull your hair back. Wear this hairstyle. And that's the style of hair she'd wear, and she looked fine as hell. Then when she started doing her own things, because she didn't have to do what people are saying, which I still think she is always going to have to do, but she just became more popular. She pulled it back, and the truth came out. Dukes of Hazzard with another 5 bones. She's doing the Super Bowl halftime show. Ugh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to her music. But yeah. When was the last good Super Bowl halftime show? I don't know. I mean, some would argue that the last one with what was it? Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop. Some would argue that one, but because they got them all in the same building, like that is pretty iconic. So until the stupid Packers stop showing up. Super Bowl halftime shows are a joke. Last few have been really bad. Hot damn. I never noticed the forehead before. Must have been distracted looking at the other things. You just went and looked it up, didn't you? You're like, what are they talking about? What the hell are they talking about? And you look it up and you're like, pow, pow, like, whoa. Holy shit. Depends on the sword. They didn't just have one type, like I mentioned. Are you talking about a rapier? And you and Seem Logical must be going in right now. Have $300 on Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Good luck. Good luck. My dad was a diehard Packers fan, like diehard. Check this out. Story time. It's a quick one. Like I said, my dad was a diehard Packers fan. Diehard, like crazy about the Packers. And when I was a little kid, my grandma, she didn't know any better. My grandma, or maybe she did, I don't know. But my grandma gets me a sweater for Christmas. And it's a Chicago Bears sweater for Christmas. Now, what you need to understand is my other uncle, which is her son as well as my dad is her son, loves the Bears, right? Diehard Bears fan. Well, anyways, grandma gets me a Chicago Bears shirt and I open it up in front of everybody. My dad is like, he's like, he just takes his lighter out of his pocket. He says, take that outside and burn it right now, boy. So we stood up with me and we walked outside and he made me burn it in front of my grandma. And I remember kind of feeling bad, like grandma just got me this for Christmas. But dad told me to, dad says goes. And so I lit that lighter up and blazed that bitch. And grandma's, she's like devastated, pissed off, Damn it, I'll be damned if my boy's gonna be wearing some bear shit. You Bears. The Cowboys going to lose to Vikings this week. Yeah. Packers versus Bears. Well, we're right here. You guys might not know, but I'm in Illinois, but I'm right by the border. So, like Wisconsin and Illinois, obviously we butt up together. So, I'm back and I have decided to identify as an Asian porn star. My new name is Long Duck Dong. Thank you, Long Duck Dong. I appreciate the comment. And for you guys for you informing us. That's what they say. That's what they say. I never really gave a shit, to be honest. I don't care. Whatever I'm betting on. That's how I am with most sports. The only sports I really got into personally for me was like boxing, UFC, things like that. But like football, basketball, baseball, I never really followed them like that. And if I did watch and I was watching and was entertained, it was because I had money on the game. We do a lot of gambling in the family, lots of bets and stuff. And in that case, yes, I'll watch, maybe I'm on a strip card or whatever, we'll do all kinds of bets and stuff. But otherwise, I don't give a fuck. It's just, What do I think about Gerber? I think Gerber, there's probably I don't want to offend anybody, right? I'm sure there's some good Gerbers out there. I just haven't found one. So from my experience, all of them have been shit. And I've tried giving them second chances, third chances, fifth chances, 10th chances. Now, I'm sure the Gerber strong arm is good. I have no doubt that that thing isn't ready for the battlefield. Like, it seems like a very tough, robust knife. I've never tried it though, but I'm sure that one's good. But as far as folders go, not fixed blades, folders, and maybe they have other fixed blades that are great. I don't know. I've never really tried them. The couple fixed blades that I have tried from them were not very good, but I'm sure they have some. But as far as folders go, I have yet to have seen a good Gerber. You know, maybe there's some that are worth the 15, 20 bucks if you buy them, but even like the $40, $50 ones that I've seen have not really been that worth it. Maybe some of like the, I'm sure they have some that are good though. It's just I haven't tried them. In Miami, it's Dolphins or nothing. You don't get to pick. That's hilarious. Yeah, that always surprises me about you, Jared, that you aren't big into sports. I always thought you would have been a would have been a football kid growing up. No, because I couldn't do activities after school. Like I was on the basketball team when I was real little. But that was when I was real young. I was in martial arts and stuff, but I but yeah, I didn't really get into sports because one, you know, we didn't have the money to do it, so I didn't have the opportunities, you know, for after school programs and stuff like that. And so yeah, I never got into it. I just never had the opportunity. So and by like you guys got to understand, when I was 10 years old, I had a job. I started working. So when I'd get off of school, in many cases, I went to work. Now, over the summertime, going to football or basketball or anything like that was out of the question. I had to go to work. I started literally, I'm not exaggerating. I had a full-time job in the summertime by the age of 10 doing construction. And so I wasn't, you know, sports. I didn't give a fuck about sports. I cared about making that money. Yes, but it wasn't the only thing it could do. You could just okay. I think if you like football for the sport, it's okay, but all of the worshiping of men and wearing their names and knowing all of their details and the dancing just seems fruity to me. That's another thing. And I'm not talking shit like you just did to everybody. So let's just be clear really quick. Those are your words that you're talking shit with. Me, I'm going to say it a little nicer. I don't see the entertainment. I just can't. Unless if I have money on it. I just don't see it. Now, don't get me wrong. When I'm there or if I'm really paying attention, like I can see like, okay, I love the brute force, right? I love the men on men fucking going to war. I love that thought. I love the mindset around it. I love the, you know, the tenacity, the strength, the power, the fight. I love all that, you know, where they're not giving up and, you know, they're grinding, right? I love all that shit. I love the warrior aspect to it. But I'm not entertained watching it on TV. Like when I'm watching on TV, watching people run back and forth, throwing ball, I'm not, you know, I think what I think about when I watch things like that, anytime I'm watching things like that, I literally, and this is just me personally, I'm not saying you guys are doing this, right? Because if that's your thing, that's your thing. But for me, I feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like I'm playing a video game or something. Like I can't. I feel like I'm like losing my life. Like, and it's just because that's my problems because and maybe I should work on shit like that, but it's because, you know, I've done so much bullshit that I feel like I have time I have to get back. So I feel like any bit of wasted time right now is not good for me. So I have to put all my effort into succeeding, grinding, working, shit like that. And like watching football for me, it would, I bet I'd probably wind up just taking a nap. Dukes of Hazzard with another 5 bones, another 5 bones, Demko Sharklock, or skip that and save the money for Hinder. Hinders are stupid right now. That's tough, man. So I will say this. Let me just grab one of each. Hinders are fucking badass. I love me a good Hinder. I mean, they're amazing. I absolutely love them. Now, something about the Demko is just different. It's unique. It's got that super strong lock, very reliable, fidgety. But this is fidgety too. Don't get me wrong. This is still good too, aside from the pokey ass thumb stud. But it's still good. Don't get me wrong. So that's tough, man. I will say probably because they're harder to get, I'd probably say Hinder. But if it wasn't about the hardness to get, like I don't know, man. If you have the choice, put this, okay, here you go. Here you go. If you have the chance to get the exact blade shape you want from Hinder and the one you want, like say if you wanted a non-flipper drop point, or say if you wanted a sheep's foot skinny, like my favorite, get that, because you don't have as many options with this. Now, if you have the opportunity to get a custom one of these with like a spear point hollow or whatever blade you want, then go with that. But I would say go with what is going to be available to you the best, right? Like I said, if like say if you don't like the buoys, right? And it's a buoy that's available. So you have the choice between the buoy that you're not a big fan of or this version of the Demko. Grab the Demko, right? So grab with the one that is going to appeal to you better, or yeah. Got to enjoy the little things, man. Besides, it's all productive in a what video games is good for developing reaction timing motor function. No, I listen, I get it, man. I get it. I have no problem with anybody that fucking games. Like, I am not talking shit. My brain just can't do it. It's me. It's me. And like I said, it's my problems. I am the most impatient. Like, if you guys know how fucking impatient I am very impatient. So since I'm so impatient, like don't get me wrong, I can sit down and play a game for 5-10 minutes, 15, maybe an hour max, but I can do probably an hour. But after that, I'll get depressed because I start thinking about like I just lost an hour off of my life. Right. I literally just lost. And I'm just saying what I think. Now, if you don't get that, then that's good for you. But with me, I start thinking about the time I lost. Now, how do I get that back? Right. Because when I'm 40, I want that hour back. Right. That's what I'm thinking of. I could have spent the time making money. I could have spent the time doing this. I could have been something. Right. I could have been learning. All right. I could have been investing. I could have, you know what I mean? I'm so worried right now in life about where my time is invested. Because remember, guys, I fucking spent a few years fucking doing bad shit. I've got to get these years back. And it's very important to me to do really good and do great things and consistently do great fucking things for myself and for the people around me. Can anyone explain to me the hype behind Neevesknives? I bought a Canuck CPM 154 Saber Ground with a useless edge, 7.5 to 8 inches for $300. And I was not at all impressed and sent it to Lishan to be convexed. I don't know what Lishan is. Does anybody know what Lishan knives are? Maybe I do know and I just can't remember. I know you're not, Jared. We learn a lot from you. You could learn a lot from different hobbies. I feel the same way about life in a way. Yeah, and trust me, I like to play games sometimes, but I can't do it for long. Like I definitely can't do it multiple days in a row, and I definitely can't do it longer than an hour. But like I don't mind, stopping and playing a little bit here and there every once in a while, once a month or something, maybe. Because I do find it enjoying. I do enjoy it. But like I it's kind of like with me right now with like other things, like say soda, right? If I love soda. Right? I'd love to crack a Coca-Cola right now, but my brain, I've trained my brain to say it's poisonous. So, and if you guys want to take this little trick that I use, so anything I want to quit or stop, sorry, my mic is fucked up. Like say like sodas, like right now, I haven't drank one of my energy drinks in 2 weeks. I quit my energy drinks. But like sodas, like actual like Coca-Cola, root beer, stuff like that, they're not good for you. They're bad for you. So I kept every time I'd see one, like if I'm walking by and somebody's drinking one, I tell my brain to say poison, poison, poison. Like if there's if I'm in a gas station and I see all the sodas, all I see is poison, poison, poison. Like I trained my brain to start thinking like that. So then now, even though I might want one and I might even take a couple of drinks, I might even drink one, right? But I won't drink more than one, or maybe just a few drinks of one, because like the whole time my brain is just fucking with me. Like it's in the back screaming at myself, what are you doing? And I try to be that way with a lot of things. And I think a lot of people it can benefit you to have that type of mindset, to get yourself to try to adopt behaviors that are beneficial to you in the long run. And listen, I'm not perfect. I'm like so far from perfect. And that's why I try to work on myself so much, because of all the damage I've done already. So I'm trying to get them years back. Bark River went down the tube years ago. Got too many lemons after the popularity went up. I just bought the sheepdog as well. Sheepdog's badass. I love the sheepdogs. I love sheepdog designs, period. The convict, that's a sheepdog design. It's not a sheepdog, but it's a sheepdog design. Billy likes to drink soda. Miss Lippy's car is green. It is poison. Yes, it is. It is. There's a lot of things that we eat and drink that are poison, and we shouldn't be eating and drinking them, but we do all day, every day. And like, there's like things that, I listened to this person the other day, and they were talking about, like in poor areas, food, the types of foods that they would make and come up with were very unhealthy for you. But the reason why they made them is because their food wasn't good to begin with. So they would try to make them taste appetizing and good. So they would do all these things, ingredients, and put all this shit together and make these delicious meals on such a poor budget that they're not good for you. They're unhealthy. But over time, generations pass down recipes, and like we've used lots of recipes. Like you can think of like soul food to fried food to all these things. They were made to make the food taste better, right? And but they're not good for you, and especially to do every day and eat like that every day. So you want to be thoughtful on what you're eating, your nutrition, what you're putting in your body. And if you can develop your brain to, the way I do it is it's like the 80% rule, right? If it tastes 80% as good as what I want, then I can handle it, right? And then if I eat that for like 2 to 3 weeks straight, those types of foods, I start getting accustomed to it, to where I enjoy it, and I actually really, really start enjoying it. I start craving it, even though like 2 weeks ago I wouldn't have craved it. I would have craved this other thing that's like 5 times worse for me. Now this healthy thing, my body is craving. So you gotta train your body and your brain to do those things. Say you got $200 and it has to be spent on Amazon. Haha, what knife are you buying? 200 bones? Probably the concept. Well, right now because Amazon, I mean, I don't know if this is on sale right now on Amazon, but it is on sale at Blade HQ. But if it has to be Amazon, I would say go with 200 bones, because you could go $140 and get a Hogue Deca for like $138 USA made. You could spend you spend $100 or $140 and get a Tucson TS129 on Amazon, but you'll have to wait about 3 weeks to get it. The last one I got in like 2 weeks, so just saying. What else? On Amazon. Yeah, I'd probably go with one of those, I guess. Deviant is another really good one, but it's not quite $200. I'm trying. Oh, the fucking the crew wear Spyderco PM2. It's just under $200. It's like $175. Crew wear, micarta, badass all the way around. That's what I would go with. And if not that, the Spyderco, I can't even think of the names now. Mannix, the Mannix 2. Dukes, bastard, you coming in with another 2 bones here at the end when you know we're about to close off. Chili mac and cheese, the best. And Dungeness crab. I had some earlier. I had some salmon tacos. So it's fish tacos, fucking delicious. CTS XHP PM2 is like 180. Well, the crew wear one is like 182. So I would go with that. And I would use my link. I had 2 beers at work, Dennis. Only 2. There's that word again. Badass. Must be more than exactly. See, fucking Breeze remembers, man. He's got a memory like an elephant. He don't fucking forget. Once you tell him something, he's gonna remember it. And yes, it is more than cool because it's badass. And the Spyderco PM2 in crew wear is definitely more than cool. Salmon is good for you. Just wish it was cheaper. Salmon is good for you. I'll be honest, the way I ate it probably wasn't the healthiest. I was very happy that I replaced what would have been like something not as healthy for something healthier using salmon, but it still had the tortilla and the sauce and vegetables and stuff, which the vegetables are good, but the tortilla is probably not that good. The sauce probably wasn't that good, but the way I look at it is it was like 80% good. So I enjoyed it very much. But it doesn't mean you can't indulge sometimes. But I think I think when you indulge all the time, there's no happiness there. Like there's no enjoyment when you indulge all the time. But when you're not indulging all the time, then when you do indulge, it's more rewarding and you don't feel as bad about it. And it's not affecting you like it did if you did it every day of your life. Jared, what would your final meal be? My final meal. I don't know, probably steak and lobster. Something like that. Yeah, probably steak and lobster. Or something my mom's cooking. Because my mom, she'd be cooking up some shit. I've saved up for the Banter XL because I like bigger knives. What's your opinion on Camilla's one Banter XL? Badass. So good for you on saving up for that. The QSP large penguin is another good one. I should have been talking about too. That's another nice XL. But as far as camless goes, I think I only have one camless knife, so I haven't had enough of them to really speak on them. But I haven't had like a bad experience with them. So pussy is good for you. Just wish it was cheaper. Facts. I think grown-ass man playing video games all day is a waste of time, and fruity is all hell. Watching football is an all-American sport, but everyone wants USA-made knives. Everyone does want USA-made knives, including myself. But I don't think, like, I think it's a waste of time for me, but I think everybody does need their thing, right? Like I do think it's important. And if video games is your thing, then keep it because especially as men, we need an outlet. We need a thing. Um, some people it might be, but I will say this though I think that's really good, but I think it's important, like, if you have the opportunity and you could, like, say, to take a jujitsu class or a boxing class or, I don't know, something, go to a gym and do, like, exercise, things like that, I think are way more beneficial for you. But if you're doing those things, it doesn't have to be those specific things, but if you're doing stuff like that, then I think having some sort of indulging thing like watching football, playing video games, something is still good. It's good for you. You do need some sort of outlet. And this is the thing. When is it unhealthy? This is when anything's unhealthy. And this is the way you should think about it, and everybody should think about it. If it's affecting your work, or if it's affecting your family, or if it's affecting your relationships. So, if whatever said thing is affecting the relationships that you have in your life, or affecting your health, or affecting your job, then that's when it's gotten too bad. It's kind of like with the knife hobby, right? If you're buying knives and you're not fucking paying your rent, it's gotten out of hand. Right? If you're playing video games and your girl is mad at you because you haven't spent time with her in 6 months, it's gotten out of hand, right? Um, because sometimes just being in the same room with each other isn't spending time with each other, right? Especially to a girl. To guys, yeah, that's spending time. Of course, it is for us guys. For us guys, we could be in opposite rooms and we're spending time with each other, right? What do you mean? We've been together all day. We've been together. I haven't seen you but for 2 minutes all day, but you've been in the house. But girls want quality time. So, but if you think about it like that, then you're less likely, like, even like with drinking or anything, right? Drinking or anything, it's gotten out of hand when it affects your relationships. If you can stop, if you can prevent that, then I would say you're doing it in a healthy way. Dukes of Hazard, I love you too. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yes, we are about to get out of here. I'm going to read a couple more comments and then we will go. Facts. I've seen grown men act like children and have their whole day be ruined and have a mental breakdown because their team lost the game. I have too. I've seen fist fights off of that shit. I've seen a lot of crazy shit and I couldn't understand it. I mean, I've lost money and gotten mad, but that's different. I'm not mad because they lost. I'm mad because I lost my money. But never to the extent that I've let it ruin my day. I don't think girls today have the patience to wait 6 months. I was exaggerating. I just meant, you've been playing games for 6 months and you haven't spent much time with your girl. But yeah, they're not waiting 6 months. And you shouldn't make them wait 6 months. Keep them busy. Then they'll feel really good. Just keep them busy. That's the best thing you can do. Dishes, cleaning, coffee, cooking. And don't be on your phone 24 hours a day, morning and night. Well, yeah, no, I think there's also that. I think, like with me, it's my work, so I have to be, and I think a lot of other people's are too. A lot of other people they have to be because that's kind of the way we're doing things nowadays. Is not like it used to be, where like you used to have to go and do paperwork. Now you do things through emails and shit. So I understand being on your phone a lot or being on a device a lot, but there is a time where it needs to be put down, or there's a time where you should have moments like, whether it's when you wake up, whether it's in the afternoon or at night, have the times for something else. And I need to get better at that too, because I'll tell you what, man, there's a lot of times as soon as I wake up, I look at my phone. And I was under a good schedule where I wouldn't look at my phone for an hour. But lately I've fucked that all up. So I got a new KAVISO Penguin with the green fat carbon. It was pretty cool, but the green anodizing on the thumb stud came off after several flicks. I sent it back without any problem. Good. At least you got to send it back. The thing is that with anodizing, where is it? Oh. with anodizing on or with certain finishes, right? So if it's polished, then anodized, it'll hold the strongest. If it's blasted, like a blasted finish, that's when it's weak because the anodizing doesn't crystallize or whatever, or doesn't get as deep. The crystallization in the anodizing, I don't know all the science behind it, but it doesn't stick as strong. So it can be rubbed off a lot easier. But if it's polished, then anodized, which you could do yourself. Yeah. Antimatter with the 10 bones. Thank you, man. Hey, Jared, I watched the whole live sharpening a knife. Hello to everyone and good night. By the way, I just received the CJRB Feldspar and fat blue carbon fiber, milled titanium, and milled tie and M390 from White Mountain Knives is pretty sweet. I love my titanium frame lock version. I absolutely love this thing. I think they knocked it out of the park. I'm glad they did this one because I always like the G10 one, but this, you guys know, I love my titanium, and this has that micro milling on it. It looks so good. So I'm very happy with this. Trashiest Gaming, have you heard about the $6 access lock from Walmart? Its quality control is bad, but mine is fall drop action. That's probably because the tolerances suck. For that much money, it probably does. So that's probably why it's so falls shut, because there's the tolerances suck. It's good when you can get smooth action and the tolerances are tight. That's where it's nice, right? Anybody can loosen up a pivot and make their knife drop, right? It's about whether or not everything is nice and tight, no play any direction, and then it's smooth like this. Say if I pick up this big daddy right here, right? This thing is vault-like. I could crank on this thing. This thing is a vault, but it is so smooth. Hey, brother, just dropping in to say hi. Jeremiah, thank you for the 2 bones. I appreciate it, man. I know we all got to go. Maurice needs to get back to jerking off. Oh, wait, no, he needs to stop jerking off so hard. Sorry. I shouldn't have encouraged you to do more jerking off. I love you guys. Shout out to all the patron members. We are going to do the giveaway right after Thanksgiving. So I was going to do it before, and maybe I might pull something out of my sleeves, because we are kind of ready. I do got the stuff, just so you guys know, all the patron members, we got the giveaway items. I think I might add one more thing in there, but we'll see. Anyways, the point is that we'll probably be doing it right after Thanksgiving. So watch out for that. Next thing, Bang Gang Squad. Do we have a live? I got to check the calendar. I don't remember if we have a live this weekend or not. But anyways, shout out to the Bang Gang Squad. I love you guys. Thank you to everybody who donated tonight. Mr. Rain Man, thank you, everybody. I do appreciate the donations, and I appreciate everybody who hits the like button right now if you haven't hit it. So thank you for that. And thank you to everybody who already did hit the like button. It does help me out in the algorithm. And again, like I was saying earlier, I really, really do, all jokes aside, I do truly appreciate you guys using my links and supporting through using the links and things like that. It does massively help the channel. So thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me and hanging out with me. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I always have an entertaining time hanging out with you guys. I love you guys. Peace.